1975, two young men sat in a tiny room, eyes fixed on a vision few dared to believe: a computer in every home, on every desk. What started as late-night coding sessions in a garage would grow into one of the most powerful companies in the world. This is the story of Microsoft, the dream, the struggles, the victories, and the transformation that still shapes our digital lives today. Welcome to Tech Decode. If you love stories about technology and innovation, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next. The beginning: two dreamers, one vision. Bill Gates and Paul Allen were childhood friends, bound by their obsession with computers. While most teenagers were out playing sports or chasing hobbies, these two were sneaking into computer labs, fascinated by lines of code. Then, in 1975, they saw an article about the Altair 8800, one of the world's first personal microcomputers. To them, it wasn't just another gadget, it was a glimpse into the future. They decided to create a version of the basic programming language for the Altair. They worked tirelessly, often surviving on little sleep, just to prove it could be done. When they presented their software, it worked, and Altair's makers were impressed. At that moment, Microsoft was born, short for microcomputer software. It was more than just a company. It was the beginning of a revolution. Rocket emoji, the big break, MS-DOS and Windows. 5 years later, in 1980, Microsoft got the opportunity of a lifetime. IBM, the biggest name in computing, needed an operating system for its new personal computer. Bill Gates negotiated a deal. Microsoft didn't even have an OS at the time, but they found one, bought it, modified it, and delivered it as MS-DOS. IBM PCs shipped with it, and suddenly Microsoft software was everywhere. But Gates wasn't satisfied with lines of text on a black screen. He dreamed of making computers intuitive and visual. So in 1985, Microsoft launched Windows, introducing icons, folders, and a mouse-driven interface. Computers were no longer just for specialists, anyone could use them. The rise to Power, Office, Internet, and the 90s. Through the late 80s and early 90s, Microsoft grew unstoppable. With Microsoft Office, tools like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint became the backbone of businesses worldwide. By 1995, when Windows 95 was released, it wasn't just a software launch, it was a cultural event. People lined up at midnight outside stores, chanting "Start Me Up" to the Rolling Stones song that became the campaign anthem. Microsoft owned over 90% of the PC market. It was the king of software. But with great power came scrutiny. By the late 90s, the US government accused Microsoft of monopolistic practices in a historic antitrust case. Gates faced tough questioning, and for a moment, the empire seemed shaken. The struggles of the 2000s were a mixed chapter. Microsoft was still huge, but the world was changing fast. The internet exploded. Mobile phones started becoming smart. And new competitors, Google, Apple, Amazon, began rising. Microsoft stumbled with Windows Vista, and their attempts at smartphones couldn't compete with Apple's iPhone or Android. Internet Explorer, once dominant, began to decline. But not everything was grim. Windows XP became one of the most beloved operating systems ever, and Microsoft remained a leader in enterprise software. Still, the company seemed to have lost its edge. A new era, Satya Nadella's Microsoft. Everything changed in 2014. Satya Nadella became CEO, and with him came a fresh vision. Instead of clinging to Windows, Microsoft embraced the future, the cloud. With Azure, they built one of the most powerful cloud platforms in the world, rivaling Amazon. They shocked the industry by supporting open-source software, even Linux, something unthinkable in Gates' era. They acquired LinkedIn, GitHub, and even made a bold move into gaming by acquiring Activision Blizzard. Microsoft wasn't just a software company anymore. It was everywhere, from business productivity to professional networking, from code collaboration to video games. And in the 2020s, Microsoft made another giant leap: artificial intelligence. Through its partnership with OpenAI, Microsoft integrated AI into Word, Excel, Outlook, and beyond, turning everyday tools into intelligent assistants. Microsoft today and beyond. Today, Microsoft is worth over $2 trillion. From its humble beginnings in a garage, it has grown into a titan that shapes how we work, play, and connect. But at its core, the company still reflects the vision of two friends who once dared to believe that a computer could belong to everyone. And in many ways, that vision came true. And that's the story of Microsoft, a journey of ambition, setbacks, reinvention, and triumph. From basic code on an Altair to powering artificial intelligence in the cloud, Microsoft has redefined what technology can do. So what do you think? Has Microsoft been a force for progress, or has its dominance held the industry back? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss the next episode in our Big Tech series.